In the spotlight on Visions to Dreams TV today, it's Jeramiah Ferrari. We have the guys here with us today just going to catch us up on what they've been doing over the last 3 years. Okay guys, so a lot of you met each other from school days and you started playing your instruments, but when did you start taking it serious and become a band?
Well, it was just after we'd finished, all finished school, I think, just after that age. We all knew each other from just living in Lee and playing in bands, and about 2.5 years ago we just decided to really start taking it seriously. We all had a love for reggae music and we'd all dabbled in playing reggae music before. We decided to just started writing our own stuff. Just pretty much started out really.
So how did you guys discover reggae music then? Was it just something we played at home, or did you find it somewhere else?
It was a guy in another band that introduced me into it. I remember I was around his house and he started playing it, and I was just like, I first heard it, I just couldn't stop listening to it since then really, I don't know.
So you guys got introduced to that at quite a young age, and then you decided you were going to take the band seriously. What were your first experiences like then when you got out there on stage to perform in front of an audience?
First of all, it was hard to find just the crowd to play to really like. It was Stu hooked up our first gig, and then we found we were welcomed by more like the punk scene and like the ska scene, and that's where we kind of fitted in. Because at first we were trying to get on with like indie bands and things like that, and it just wasn't happening at all. So we're gonna find people that love the music, and Stu hooked it up with some guys in Bolton, and we played. It was like probably 3 floors up, just in this tiny little room.
But gigs, what's it called? Gigs and
Butterflies.
Gigs and Butterflies. It was a great venue actually. It was a really good venue.
And it was cool. It was good, and it's just all the punks. They were just loving it, skanking away. So.
Yeah, those early gigs were like great fun. Like the crowd were always like bouncing up for it. And because we were a new band as well at the time, they were into it even more. Like a new reggae band on the scene. So it was a really good vibe. Those kind of first gigs that we had with them.
Yeah, so then you started writing on your music as well, you say. So how do you go through that creative process, coming up with your ideas and then getting it together with the instruments as well?
So mainly in practice really. We'll just be jamming in practice, and we might get a bass line and drums down. I'll get a guitar part down, and then Ryan will introduce some vocals over it, try and get a melody, try and get some lyrics as well.
It's a really nice way of kind of creating the music. Like,
it's not too strict, is it?
No, you just feed off each other and feed off the vibe. And I mean, we've done it other ways. I'm just like, I would write a song, or Josh would write a song, we'd write together, take that to practice, and we do it that way as well. But it's really nice to just get in the practice room and just start playing. Just whatever comes to anyone. So Stu might start with a beat, Hanson brings some bass, and it just kind of like just starts developing from there.
So where do you see yourselves going from here then, from the gigs you're doing? Who would you like to see yourselves playing with?
Some of the bigger acts. I'd love to obviously travel the world and go to say like America, where a lot of the California bands play. Still Pulse Seek to always be over there again. It's going back to them. But really, we just want to be playing with any of the UK bands that come to the scene, really. So any reggae, any of the legends like, I don't know, UB40 or Specials.
The Wailers as well, yeah.
I guess one of the biggest bands in the UK at the moment, reggae-wise, is the Skints, and we've done a lot of gigs with the Skints. So, I mean, they're like, we had good contacts to have and a good band to play with.
Would you say that's one of the highlights of your experiences over the last 3 years so far?
With the Skints?
Yeah,
without a doubt. They're just a great band, all right, aren't they?
Yeah, they're brilliant.
Really good band.
And it's nice for you to be able to class that as reggae, but do you see there's something distinctive about your style of reggae? What makes you guys stand out?
We don't just stick to, obviously reggae is kind of the core and the basis of everything that we write, but I mean, we're all into kind of like rock, and we're into all different kinds of music, and the fun of it, I think, for all of us is to like bring in those different genres and kind of mix it up and create this fresh sounding kind of sound. And so I think that's what's a bit different. I think that's what people like. It's not just straightforward reggae.
What do you think are your biggest challenges then, and how have you managed to deal with all of that?
I guess just honing the sound really, because there are so many genres which are coming in there. It's easy to
go off on a tangent a little bit too much, and it's good doing all these styles and genres, but you don't want to be penned into a box with your sound, but it'll be good to identify it a little bit more. I don't know, just maybe once you identify your sound, then you can maybe identify your demographic a little bit better, so you can maybe aim certain gigs and certain things.
One of the things we always talk about is the fact that it is a difficult process. You guys are still quite a new band, but you have momentum now, so you've gained quite a lot of experience for those. What do you say are the kind of big learning curves you've overcome recently?
It's very easy to get like the adrenaline's pumping before you go on, and it's usually when I kind of start a song, I just go and it's just like ridiculously fast. Everyone's like, oh man. But yeah, it's just hard to unaware that. So what we're just trying to do is just relax a bit more on stage and just kind of get more of that kind of laid back kind of reggae feel.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And then what would you say are your inspirational messages to those out there who are still on the up as well?
Yeah, well, just it's, you know, in this kind of in this game, in the music industry, it's not something that you can just fly to the top. There's always like kind of there's ups and downs, and there's bits where you think, oh man, this is hard. But it's kind of like you just got to keep pushing it, and if you keep doing it, you're gonna get higher and higher. That's what we're doing. We're just putting work in. We're just trying our best. We're writing, and it's just getting better and better and better. And you know, that's
yeah. It's something you agree with as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, just put the work in and put the effort, and it should pay off in the end, hopefully.
Yeah, but then again, we're all 22. You know, we've been doing it 3 years. We're still learning massively. You know, we're learning a lot. So
you're physically a young band as well, and obviously you actually are at the point in which your own music is quite original, it's quite fresh. So you're going to give us a taste of that today as well. So what I'm going to do is just step out the way and let you guys introduce that, and then you guys can entertain us.
Awesome.
Okay then? Right, cheers.
Yes.
cheers, man.
Hey, what's up? This is Jeramiah Ferrari in the spotlight at Vision for Dreams TV. This one's called House of Leaves.
You tell me, how did you build something so easy, blown away by a breeze? So maybe we're living in a house of leaves. So maybe our water will flow through our veins, or maybe we're poisoned from our destructive ways. Telling me, why did you build something so easy, blown away by a breeze? So maybe we're living in a house of leaves. So that corridor is an endless winding road, black walls in the days of old. In a house of leaves, you'll never walk alone. That corridor is an endless winding road, telling me, brother, are you feeling bold? In a house of leaves, you'll never walk alone. No. Sit in a house of leaves, in a house of leaves. Oh yeah, maybe our journey should have never been done. It seems we're intrigued by a supernatural expedition. But tell me, why did you build something so easy, blown away? Don't ask me, 'cause we're living in a house of leaves, yeah. That corridor is an endless winding road, black walls in the days of old. In a house of leaves, you'll never walk alone. That corridor is an endless winding road, telling me, brother, are you feeling bold? In a house of leaves, you'll never walk alone. No. Sit in a house of leaves. I said no. So maybe we're living happiness and peace now, or maybe we'll weather because our roots are weak. So how did you build something so easy, blown away by a breeze? So maybe we're living in a house of leaves. So house of leaves.